Imagine walking along a quiet Hawaiian beach, the tide low, the waves gentle, when suddenly ancient figures appear beneath your feet. That's exactly what happened this year on Oahu's coastline. After being hidden for years under layers of sand and algae, a whole panel of petroglyphs, carvings at least 500 years old, have re-emerged, stretching across 115 feet of sandstone. More than 24 human-like stick figures, some with upraised arms, some bearing mysterious details, come into view as the ocean sweeps the shore clean, just for a moment in time. This isn't just a cool archaeological find. For native Hawaiian cultural practitioner Glenn Keela, who can trace his ancestry right back to these very shores, it's a message from the past. He says it's telling the community that the ocean is rising. For him and so many others, these petroglyphs are living proof that their ancestors are still speaking, warning us, reminding us, calling us to pay attention. But here's the twist. These carvings weren't always visible or accessible. In fact, this is only the second time in nearly a decade that the entire panel has been exposed. Shifting sands, changing tides, and powerful storms decide when history hides and when it reveals itself. 9 years ago, 2 visitors stumbled onto the first hints of these figures, right by a U.S. Army recreation center. Since then, locals and tourists have kept an eye on tide charts, hoping for just the right moment to glimpse these ancient stories. John Stone, who made the drive after seeing a TV report, said it best. It felt interesting to kind of have a connection with the past, like that. So, what do these petroglyphs mean? Archaeologists can only guess. Based on Glenn Keela's teachings, they might tell a religious or ceremonial story. The largest figure, with one arm raised and the other lowered, could symbolize the rising and setting sun. The petroglyphs are a reminder of what was lost, and what might still return. Keela remembers a time when his family was pushed out by the military. Now, as the army works to protect these carvings, there's a new sense of partnership. The tides are shifting, not just on the shore, but in the relationship between people and place. If you ever visit, remember, these aren't just marks in the rock. They're voices, echoes from centuries ago, reminding us we're part of something much bigger. Sometimes, all you have to do is wait for the waves to bring the story back.